So it is 7:04 and I'm loading my tank up to hurry and go out and start spraying. My spray guy today basically can only work. He comes in at 10 today because, you know, just that's the earliest he can get here, and he has to leave early too. So I'm gonna try and hurry and knock out some of the big ones that are a little further away. So that way we can still spray our regular square footage and still be on track. So yeah, like I said, it's 7. I'd like to be out of here by 8, so I'm probably gonna be leaving here before the Mo guys get here. And then I have that meeting today. I have a mastermind meeting that kind of came up from the Facebook group. Somebody reached out, and I thought it was a good idea to get a hold of somebody else, and then, I don't know, get all together and kind of, I don't know, have a little brainstorming session, and then also figure out what everybody's service area is so we can maybe refer work to each other. That's not the main reason for the meeting. I just think that's always a good idea to refer work to each other when you get calls and they're not in your service area. So anyway, I'm mixing, a batch. We're getting close to the FERT season being over, man. I've got this round, so we're on round 6, and then I've got just round 7 next month, and that's it. Man, my lawns have looked so good this year using Greene County fertilizer products, man. I'm gonna do a post one time. It's not really gonna be a review because I'm pretty biased. I love that fertilizer company, and I kind of have a man crush on Mr. John Perry over there too. So I wouldn't really have a good review. It'd be a little too biased, but there are some things that you need to prepare for when you're using that product. There's some things you need to look out for, and I think at some point I'll go over all that with you. But yeah, I've never gone through a whole season like this and been so proud every time I get to a property how the grass looks. It's lush, it's dark green, super noticeable. When you get there, you know that this lawn was taken care of by us. I'm so happy. And the way that you can customize things yourself, so you can switch it up, and just really make it unique to the way you want your lawns to look. And I love that. So anyway, like I said, there's some things to worry about. I do get these in totes. I don't want to go into it now, but when you got them in totes, so what I did was I bought a tote full of one certain fertilizer, a tote of another fertilizer, but I mainly was using the other fertilizer, and I reloaded that tote. This one sat for a little bit, so I didn't agitate it as much as I was supposed to. So I had some learning curves with that, and like I said, someday I think I'll post like an end of the year review, compare this fertilizer, because I've used this fertilizer all year. I mean, I'm so happy with it. So I may do something like that, but for now, I'm just trying to load up and get out of here. I've got a car dealership to do today that it's better to get it done in the morning, like early before all the sales guys get there, because they start walking around the grass, and when you're spraying so close to cars, sometimes people are like, whoa, what's going on, and so I want to hurry up and get that knocked out. Other than that, I think we're good. We've got the sprinkler guy doing a full schedule for today, but I don't have much for the garden guy. We have a job. We have a customer that is just, what do you call those customers that they don't need a quote? They just say, make my yard look good. I don't care how much it costs. And in this property in particular, one of these customers that I have, the property is so big that we're there anywhere between 10 to 15 hours a week. And sometimes I worry that the homeowner is going to come out and just offer my garden guy a job to just stay there for the week, and you know what I mean? That's the only drawback I see to that, but no, those customers would get cut off from all the other services that we do. And we've redone their whole sprinkler system. We're constantly maintaining the shrubs, the trees, the lawn. We even clean the patio out. I mean, it's just a huge mansion with just a giant yard. Anyway, I love those customers where, like today, I mean, we're supposed to go there every week anyway, but we don't have anything else on the schedule. We can just have the gardener go to that property and work on it pretty much all day today, if nothing else comes up. And when something else comes up, boom, we go do that, and then we go back to this one. So that's the kind of customers that I'm feeling like I want to go after more than anything. So I was thinking about it yesterday. I have about 3 of those customers where it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously the lawn and yard has to look perfect, or else they won't let me do this. So you gotta keep up with it. But those are the ones that I take care of the best. You know what I mean? They have my cell phone number. They call me directly. Like the office person doesn't even. One of those the office person does talk to, but the other 2, the office person never talks to them. They just talk to me directly, and I'm always happy to answer because I know it's all good. They just want to let me know what else they want. And anyway, so let me get loaded up. I think Fernando's here. Where is he? So it's almost 9 o'clock. I finished spraying a couple of places I wanted to get to, and my office girl is still not at the shop. Every time somebody's late, whether it be somebody in the office or like a technician, I always assume the worst. I always feel like they're just quitting. I don't know why. That's the anxiety feeling I get when somebody doesn't show up nowadays, or when they're late. She finally texted me, and yeah, she's not feeling good, and I don't know, she told me what's going on, so I feel a lot better now. At this point, this stage of this month, I'm not too worried if people are calling off. It's basically saving money on labor, I guess. You can look at it that way. See, that's the other thing. When you're trying to save labor, it's easy to just tell people, hey, take the day off, take tomorrow off, or we don't need you. But they start to panic when you do that. They start feeling like they don't have job security type thing. So you got to be really mindful of letting people know that, or you kind of got to give them the work. Because, so like, all my guys, I need them. Yeah, it'd be awesome if one tech called off every day, just one. I would actually save quite a bit of money on labor every week. But I can't tell them that, because then they're going to start to panic and feel like, oh, he's trying to get, your texts are funny, man. They start to feel like, they don't tell you what they're really thinking. So if you said, hey, you want to take the day off tomorrow? They're going to go, oh, yeah, totally. And then they're going to go home, or on their way home, they're going to be like, what the hell? Does he not want me there anymore? Does he not need me? Holy crap, I better look for another job. I'm serious, that's what they think. They may not, to your face, they may think, oh yeah, totally, I'll take the day off, I'll go have fun. But in the back of their mind, they're saying, holy crap, this guy does not want me here anymore. No matter how good a relationship you have with these guys, I'm telling you, don't do it. Keep them working, find something to do, work harder to find them work. Keep them busy. They prefer that more than anything. Now, when they come to you and say, hey man, I have a thing I have to go to today, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, sure, what time? Hey, do you need to take the whole day off so you make sure you get to where you got to go? Yeah, okay, that works, okay? But just telling people to take the day off just because you're trying to save labor, do not do it. Don't do it. You're going to lose them, especially if they're good and reliable all the time. Just find them something to do. I'm not saying, keep them on staff and you're looking at your monthly schedule and you're like, there is literally no work. Like in December, I have nothing in December. So all these guys know, hey, in December, there's no more work. We're going to have to go on call. You're going to have to do whatever you got to do. Hopefully you save some money, but we start pushing snow in January. So the month of December, sorry guys, you got to figure that one out. You know what I mean? And they all understand, because I've been ingraining that to them when they first get hired. I let them know that. Throughout the year, I'm saying, hey, because they act like they forget, and they start coming asking you again. They go, hey, so now when does it start dying again? And I'm like, in December, pretty much we'll work the first week of December, but after that, unless we get a huge storm or a huge rush of lights at that last minute, there's no more work, So I'm not gonna pay my staff, especially the techs, for a full month when there's no work. I can't do that. I mean, that's crazy. That's, $20,000-$30,000. There's no way. So in that case, you let them know. But just during the season, just save labor, figure out a way to get busier, figure out a way to pack their routes a little bit more, do that kind of thing. But do not say, hey, go home, unless you hired a part-time person and they understand that from the beginning. But all my guys are pretty much full-time, and if I were to say, hey, take the day off, they'd be dropping like flies.